Alright guys, so this is my bullet journal right here. I actually got this notebook at Michael's. I think I got it for about like $7. I think it was on sale. I did get this last year, but then 2020 happened. Normally I would work on my journals at work in between calls and I'd have more time. Once I worked from home, it was a little bit more difficult to keep track of, so I decided to use this again instead of getting a new journal, just because I still had a lot of paper left. I didn't want it to go to waste, and I really do love this bullet journal. It's very me, you know, it's brown leather, and it's just really nice. So if you guys want to see how I have set it up for the year, I didn't do a video on it just because I was kind of late in the game, but I can definitely show you guys. My goal this year is to use this way more than I did last year for sure, because there's a lot of plans that I have for this year and I think it would be very good to track them. But yeah, let's go ahead and open this up. Okay, so I have already drawn everything out beforehand, so I can just go in and design with you guys instead of coming up with designs. I came up with them beforehand. Now I did already mess up, you guys. I am so sorry, but I actually went ahead and did the mood tracker and habit tracker in back of the cover page. Normally I would put the calendar in back of the cover page, but in this case it's actually going to be after the habit tracker. I got a little ahead of myself. I was really into my design for my trackers here, and well, I ended up doing it on the wrong page, but I didn't want to erase everything because I really love how everything came out. Alright, so before moving on, I did want to mention none of these designs are my original designs. I did get them off of Pinterest. I took inspiration from them, and I wanted to do my spreads based off of those. So I will link those down below so you guys can go ahead and take a look at the original post. So let's go ahead and get started. Alright guys, so initially I'm doing just a quick little bit of editing here to the envelope. As you guys can tell, I am going with the love letter theme for the month of February. I just feel like it's very fitting. And now I am tracing over what I have already drawn previously with my Prismacolor fine liner pen in the number 5. And I am going to go ahead and add a calendar on here. I went ahead and did what the inspired post had. And I am also using the Tombow dual marker. I am using a bunch of pastels in this spread, as you guys will see. So I decided to go with the quote for this section right here. And the quote that I chose was, "When you love what you have everything you need." And I just really liked it as soon as I saw it, so I decided to go ahead and use it. Now, I do like to do a lot of faux calligraphy just because I'm not the best at it, but you will see me go in with a thicker marker here and just kind of go over the downstrokes to just make them thicker and get like the perfect faux calligraphy. So this page still looked a little plain for me, so you will see me go in with the pink Tombow marker, and I will go ahead and just trace over, and I think it just looks a little bit better. Now for the cover page, I decided to go ahead and still do the envelopes. I did one front facing and one back facing, and it also had a stamp, which I thought looked really cute because it's a love letter. So while the theme is very pink, I am going to use a bunch of different pastel colors, especially with the hearts, to make them look more like conversation hearts, and put many different colors. Now for the tree branches or the leaves, I just went ahead and used the Prismacolor fine liners in the 1 and the 005. And I think they came out great for my first time. I kind of made them look like a heart when they kind of join in the middle, and I don't know, I just really like how it came out. You're gonna see me go back to last year's February spread just so I can see how the font was, because I really like last year's font and I think it looked great in the purple. I did have to go over it twice because it was really light, as you guys can tell. And now we're going to move forward to the mood tracker. Like I said, normally this would go in a different page after the calendar, but I messed up. Try my best to link down below all of the markers that I'm using in this video. Like this brown comes in a kit from Hobby Lobby. It is from their collection, and I just think it's really great for journaling since it is dual tipped. Overall, I think the best purchase I've ever made was the Prismacolor fine liner pens, just because I'm able to use them for just about anything. Like, I do love going over everything with the black fine liner just to give everything more of a dimension, as you guys will see right here. I went ahead and used the same red marker from Hobby Lobby to number all of the hearts and envelopes. With the envelopes, I was able to get 4 days out of it, so I had more room on the page and not made everything look so crowded. So for the key, I did go ahead and use different colors of pastels. Normally with my keys, I like to use from lighter to darker of the same color, but I'm kind of excited to see how this is going to turn out since it won't be the same color throughout the entire page, unless my days are exactly the same. So normally I go pretty simple with my habit tracker, but I found this envelope design and I just had to go with it because, again, it all came together with the whole spread I was going for. And for this one, I also made sure I used the pastel Tombow markers, and for the envelopes, I actually got to use the 990 Tombows, which in my opinion, I think it is like the perfect neutral marker. I'm glad that I got it. I had actually got it for a different spread, but I'm glad I used it for this one because it gave the envelopes more of a dimension rather than just plain white envelopes. But yeah, I really do love this new marker. This part is always very time consuming because you have to essentially do the calendar 9 times. And I do have a stamp kit for calendars, but I just go ahead and do it every time just because I could never get it in the perfect spot with the stamp. But yeah, I feel like it was worth it for this one just because it was definitely different than anything I've done in the past. So I'm just really content with it for sure. Alright, so I guess I blinked out and forgot to title my trackers, and by the time I did, I actually put mood tracker for both of them, as you guys will see here shortly. But yeah, I actually noticed that during this voiceover, so I will definitely go back and update that. So for my calendar, I kept it pretty much the same, even though I keep saying that, you guys. I realize this is my first bullet journal video, so you guys wouldn't know that. But after a while, I have realized that I found the perfect measurement for the calendar, which is 7 by 7 squares. And honestly, that measurement has worked every month for me for this specific notebook, so I'm going to go ahead and stick with it. So this calendar is slightly different in the fact that I am going over at least one row of squares with this neutral, and I don't know, I kind of like it. It's definitely a little bit different, but kind of the same style. Now, you guys are going to see me use a stamp kit from Michaels for the days of the week. The ink is not the best, so you will also see me use my black Tombow marker to make up for it, but in the end, I think it worked out great. So I did add another notes stamp here, as you guys can see, but it actually bled through the other side, so I'm not doing that again. But yeah, then I'm just going to continue to finish the calendar by just adding hearts all over and just a little paper airplane at the bottom, which I just randomly did, but I really like it. I like the vibe. So for my weekly spread, I decided I should only use one page for each week. Since I don't have a lot going on right now, I literally work from home every day and maybe I decide to do something throughout the week. So in order for me to not waste a lot of paper or feel kind of like I'm not doing a lot, I'm just gonna go ahead and use 1 page per week, and that way I get more out of my bullet journal. So this is the first time I am doing this, and I will keep you guys updated to see if I like it or not. So I did realize after the fact that I actually didn't add any designs to the weekly spreads, but I kind of just like the pastels, kind of kept it with that. Maybe throughout the month I will add stickers, but I actually really like the plain look for this just because it is a new thing I am working with. Alright guys, so I had mentioned this is my first bullet journal video. So I just finished editing most of it, and I realized that a lot of it is out of focus and very grainy. So I will definitely be working on that for future spreads. If there's anything you would like to just give me feedback on, definitely go ahead and leave comments down below. Just anything you would like to see me do, or like to see me try, for sure leave that down below and I will look into it. Alright, so I'm going to show you guys close up how everything came out, just because everything in the video came out a little bit blurry and out of focus. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this spread. Again, I will get better the more that I do of these, but I hope you guys enjoyed and got some ideas from this spread. Again, like I had mentioned previously, these weren't my original ideas, so I will be linking the originals down below, so definitely take a look at the description. So that is all for today's video. I will see you guys in the next one. Bye!